Can you tell me what is common in the following pictures? Yes, the objects which are shown here all are moving. The train, the athlete, the shooting star, the runner, the falls and the top. Everything is moving, all are in motion. Today we'll be discussing about the kind of energy which is possessed by a moving object. That type of energy is known as kinetic energy. Now, where from this kinetic energy is generated? Energy can neither be created nor it can be destroyed. So, where from it is coming? A moving cricket ball can do work in pushing back stumps. So, when the ball is thrown, the bowler is doing some work. That work is coming as kinetic energy into the ball, and the ball, when it is hitting the stump, it is doing some work. So, this proves that the ball has some kind of energy which is known as kinetic energy. Similarly, moving water can do work in turning a turbine for generation of electricity. Moving wind can do work in turning the blades of a windmill. So, whenever some work is being done by a body, it must have some kind of kinetic energy, because work is done when a force is moving an object in the direction of its own. So, in these cases, the stumps are moving, the blades are rotating, the turbine is rotating. So, all these cases, displacement is seen. So, work is being done, and this work is nothing but the kinetic energy. So, all the moving body is capable of doing work, and hence it possesses kinetic energy. Let us discuss few more examples from our daily life. A moving hammer drives a nail into wood because of its kinetic energy. Similarly, a moving bullet can penetrate a target due to its kinetic energy, which it had on account of its high speed. Now, how to derive the formula for calculation of kinetic energy? We know that when a moving body is brought to rest or stopped by an opposing force, the kinetic energy is used up to do work in overcoming the resistance of opposing force. The kinetic energy of a moving body is measured by the amount of work done it can do before it is coming to rest. Let us consider a moving body such as a ball of mass m and moving with a velocity v, which is at initially it is at position A as shown in the figure. Now, let us consider that it enters into a medium which opposes the motion of the body with a constant force. As a result of the opposing force, the body will be constantly retarded and it will come to a stop at position B, say for instance. And the distance between position A, initial position, and position B, that is final position, is S. So, the object, due to the application of opposing force F, it is travelling a distance of S in the direction of force. So, work done in going through a distance of S against opposing force F will be, that is equal to F into S. So, at position B, the body is at rest. So, it has no motion and hence no kinetic energy. This means that all the kinetic energy of the body is used up in doing work W. So, the kinetic energy must be equal to work W. So, kinetic energy can also be measured by the same formula F into S. Now, here initial velocity of the ball U is capital V, the velocity with which the ball was moving initially. And final velocity small v is equal to 0 because the body is stopped. Distance travelled is S from A to B. and acceleration is minus a because the body is returning. So we are using third equation of motion, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Now we are substituting the values. In place of v we are writing 0. 0 is equal to capital V square because initial velocity u value is capital V here, plus 2 into minus a into s because the body is returning. So v square is equal to 2as. From Newton's second law of motion we know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. So acceleration is equal to force by mass. So v square is equal to 2 into F by m into s. We are replacing the value of a here. So we are getting half mv square is equal to F into s. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Let us solve some numerical problems on kinetic energy. Calculate the kinetic energy of a body of mass 2 kg moving with velocity 0.1 meter per second. Here the mass of the body m is equal to 2 kg and velocity v is equal to 0.1 meter per second. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv square is equal to half into 2 into 0.1 whole square. So we are getting 0.01 joule. Unit of energy is joule. Let us go to the second question. Two bodies of equal masses move with uniform velocities v and 3v respectively. Find the ratio of their kinetic energies. Let us solve the sum in column method. So initial and final velocity we are making in two columns, and mass m1 is m and the mass remains same, so mass m2 is also m. So velocity v1 is equal to v and v2 is equal to 3v. So kinetic energy Ke1 is equal to half mv square and Ke2 second kinetic energy is half into m into 3v whole square. It is not 3v square. Remember this. So 3 whole square is 9. 9 into half mv square. So 9 into Ke1. So if we take the ratio of Ke1 and Ke2, Ke1 is to Ke2 will be Ke1 is to 9 Ke1. That is equal to 1 is to 9. Question number 5. A ball of mass 200 gram falls from a height of 5 meters. What is the kinetic energy when it just reaches the ground? So mass m is equal to 200 gram, that is 200 by 1000 kg or 0.2 kg. Height h is equal to 5 meter. Potential energy of the body at the highest point is equal to mgh is equal to 0.2 into 9.8 into 5. That means 9.8 joule. When the ball reaches the ground, the potential energy is converted to kinetic energy. So kinetic energy of the ball while reaching the ground will be 9.8 joule. Remember, in this sum, they are asking to find out kinetic energy. So generally we look for mass and velocity of the body, because the formula for calculation of kinetic energy is half mv square. But those parameters are not provided. Mass is given but velocity is not given. So first we have to find out the potential energy, and we have to use the concept that potential energy is converted to kinetic energy fully, and thus we will be calculating the kinetic energy. Question number 6. Find the momentum of a body of mass 100 gram having kinetic energy 20 joule. Mass m is equal to 100 gram, that is 100 by 1000 kg, that is 1 by 10 kg. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So 20 is equal to half into 1 by 10 into v square. V square is equal to 20 into 2 into 10. V is equal to root over 400, that is 20 meter per second. What is the formula for momentum? Momentum is equal to m into v. Mass is 1 by 10 kg into velocity is 20. So momentum is equal to 2 kg meter per second. Question number 7. How fast should a man of mass 50 kg run so that his kinetic energy will be 625 joule? Mass m is equal to 50 kg. Kinetic energy is 625 joule. Let the velocity of the man be v. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Replace the values. Kinetic energy is 625 is equal to half into 15 to v square. So v square is equal to, we are cross multiplying 625 into 2 by 50. So v will be is equal to root over of 25. After reducing we are getting 25. So v is equal to root over 25 and v is equal to 5 meter per second. Next question. A ball of mass 0.5 kg slows down from a speed of 5 meter per second to that of 3 meter per second. Calculate the change in kinetic energy of the ball. Mass m is equal to 0.5 kg and kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So initial kinetic energy Ke1 is equal to half into 0.5 into 5 whole square, that is 6.25 joule, and final kinetic energy Ke2 is equal to half into 0.5 into 3 whole square, so 2.25 joule. Change in kinetic energy is equal to Ke2 minus Ke1, that is 6.25 minus 2.25 joule, that is 4 joule. Next question. Two objects having equal masses are moving with uniform velocities of 2 meter per second and 6 meter per second respectively. Calculate the ratio of their kinetic energies. Let us consider the equal masses be m. So initial velocity u is equal to 2 meter per second. Initial kinetic energy Ke1 is equal to half mu square. So u is 2 here. So half m into 2 whole square. So we are getting 2m. Similarly, final kinetic energy Ke2 is equal to half mv square. So half into m into 6 whole square. So after reduction we are getting 18 meter. The ratio of kinetic energies will be K1 is to K2, that is 2m is to 18m. So m is the mass. So mass gets cancelled. We are getting 2 by 18. That is 1 by 9. That is equal to 1 is to 9. Question number 10. On a level road, a scooterist applies brakes to slow down from a speed of 10 meter per second to 5 meter per second. If the mass of the scooterist and the scooter be 150 kg, calculate the work done by the brakes. Mass m is equal to 150 kg. Initial velocity u is equal to 10 meter per second. Initial kinetic energy Ke1 is equal to half mu square, that is equal to half into 150 into 10 whole square, equal to 7500 joule. Final velocity v is equal to 5 meter per second. The final kinetic energy Ke2 will be half mv square, that is half into 150 into 5 whole square. So if we calculate, we are getting 1875 joule. Change in kinetic energy will be Ke2 minus Ke1, that is 7500 minus 1875 joule, equal to 5625 joule. So work done by the brake will be equal to change in kinetic energy. If we calculate, we are getting 5625 joule. Here is an activity on kinetic theory from your NCERT book. Now we have to set the apparatus as shown in the figure. There should be a table and a wooden block is placed, and previously the block has to be measured and the mass should be known. It should be recorded. Now the block is placed in front of the trolley at a convenient fixed distance. Now a known mass is placed on the pan so that the trolley starts moving. We'll see the trolley moves forward and hits the wooden block. Now we have to fix a stop on the table in such a manner that the trolley stops after hitting the block. The block gets displaced. Now we have to note down this displacement of the block. This means the work is done on the block by the trolley as the block has gained energy. But where does this energy come from? This activity is repeated by increasing the mass of the pan. Now you observe and tell me that in which case the displacement will be more and in which case the work done will be more. So in this activity the moving trolley does some work and hence it possesses some kind of energy. Here is one critical thinking question. We know the mathematical expression for kinetic energy, that is, it is half mv square, and we know the mathematical expression for momentum also, that is m into v. How they are mathematically related? So what we are doing, we are multiplying and dividing the right hand side of this equation, that k is equal to half mv square, by mass. So if I divide, so what we are getting, that is half 1 by 2 mv square divided by m. So mv is equal to momentum we know. So if we replace the value, we will be getting P is equal to root over 2 into m into k. I hope all of you have understood the concept. If you can't, ask me in the Teams class. I'll explain the steps. Thank you, children.